this is Rosie and I am here to tell you about the networking fundamentals. Before learning about the networking fundamentals, we have to understand what is computer network or what is networking. Computer network or networking is a collection of computer or other hardware devices that are connected together using special hardware and software. Special hardware and software, and you can connect it with the help of wire or without wire, which enables to exchange information and to share different kind of resources. And data exchange and resources sharing, like your CPU, your printer, you can share all these kind of resources. Each computer in a network, each computer which is connected in a network is considered as a node or a workstation. You can refer a individual computer system as a node or a workstation. Now, what is the advantages of a computer network? Why we use computer network? Firstly, to exchange information and to sharing the data or to file sharing. Second one is your resources sharing. With the help of computer network, you can share your CPU with among the 2 or 3 computers or more than that, and you can share the printer as well as. Third one is your reduced cost. When you will use a single CPU over the 3 or 4 computer system, then it will reduce the cost automatically. You have not to be purchased 4 individual CPU for a 4 different computer. You can share one CPU with every computer. Next one is your better storage capacity. It will increase the storage capacity of a network. Increase reliability. Work from home. You can work from home with the help of a network. Like nowadays you are using internet. Internet is considered as a network, and you can work from home with the help of the internet. And last one is your secured access to data. As your data is stored only at one place, then your data will be secure. Now, what are the components of a computer network? What are the different parts which is creating a computer network? First one is your sender. Sender is a device such as computer, video camera that send a particular kind of message to the another system or to the destination. Second one is your receiver. Receiver is also a device such as your computer, video camera that receive a message sent by the sender. Third one is your medium. Medium is a physical path by which message travel. It can be your wired path, or it can be your non-wired path. Wired path will be considered as your LAN, WAN, which particular type of networking you are using in your computer labs and in a particular office. That all can be considered as a wired physical path. Next one is your message, actual data such as picture, text, etc. Whatever you are sharing with between the sender and receiver, that is your message. And last one is your protocol. Protocol is a kind of set of guidelines that control the data communication, how your data communicate between the sender and the receiver, how it will reach to the receiver, or how it will move from the sender side. It all thing will be controlled by the protocol. So it is a set of guidelines that controls the data communication. Now, what are the types of network? There are different types of computer networks which are available, but here we will discuss about only 4 kind of computer network. First one is your personal area network, that is referred as a PAN. Second one is your local area network, that is LAN. Third one is your metropolitan area network, MAN, and last one is your wide area network. As the name suggests, first one is your personal area network, that is your PAN. When you connect a computer with the different electronic device like your mobile phones, or you can connect it with your computer system, you can connect your laptop with the computer system. When you create a network which is within your home, and you connect only your personal devices on it, like your mobile phones, your tablets, your PC, all these. This is considered as your personal area network, which work within a particular limit, like your Wi-Fi. When you use Wi-Fi at your home, that is also your personal area network. Second one is your local area network. The range of the local area increased from personal area network. Personal area network resides within a home, but local area network resides within a office or within a school campus or in a college building. Okay, when the computers are connected within a office or a school to perform different kind of tasks or to share resources, then it is considered as your local area network. And the third one is your metropolitan area network, that is your MAN. Metropolitan means which covers the whole city, a type of network which cover whole city within its range, that is considered as your MAN or your metropolitan. Like your cable TV network, it is considered as your MAN network. And last one is your wide area network, that is your WAN, which covers the not only the whole city, it covers a country or a continent, or you can say the whole world. Like your internet is considered as a wide area network. It is also known as your network of networks, where some little small networks, it can be your different kind of LANs, PAN, anything could be there, which connect to each other, different kind of network, small network which connect to each other to create a large network, that is considered as your wide area network. And internet is the best example of your wide area network. Now next one is your network architecture. Architecture means the connection designing of how your computer connect to each other, overall designing of your computer hardware and your computer system, that is considered as your network architecture. It is an overall design of a computer hardware and their functional organization and configuration. It is designed in two different ways. Network architecture is of two types. We can design the computer, we can connect the computer in two different ways. First one is your peer-to-peer. It is referred to as P2P network. Peer-to-peer, it means where every computer has equal status and every computer has equal responsibility. There are no superior computer or no lower computer, all are equal and all have to perform the similar task, and they are all are having the access to share a particular kind of resource. Second one is your client server. Client server, as the name suggests, there is one server and rest of the computer system are considered as your client, which means client request for a particular type of information to server and server fulfill that particular request for a network. So it is considered as your client server network. Now next one is your network topology. Network topology means that logical or physical arrangement of different computers in a network. How we can arrange our computer system in a physical or logical way. The way in which the nodes of a network are linked together, it is considered as topology, and it determines the data path which may be used between any pair of nodes in the network. It define your data path by which you can establish communication between any two nodes in the computer, nodes or workstation in the computer system. Now next is your types of topology. What are the types of your topology? There are basically four types of topology, that one star topology, ring topology, bus topology and your mesh topology. Now first one is your star topology. As the name suggests, star, it means one centered computer and rest of the nodes are connected on the different kind of sites. All the clients are individually connected to a central located server via a direct channel, and the entire communication over the network take place through the central server. The overall communication establish and work with the help of your central server, which is fixed at the center of the topology. In this topology, if central server is failed due to any reason, then the whole network will be break. Then the whole network will not work in any other way. And if one node is disconnected or one node is stop working, then the rest of the network will be in the movement, that will work accordingly. Now second one is your ring topology. As the name suggests, and you can see in the figure also, ring means circle, that is a closed group. All the computers are connected in a large closed loop circuit, so that each computer is linked to two adjacent computer on either side. Each computer is connected on both the sides with the help of a wire. In this kind of topology, if one system fails or stop working, then the whole system will break down, whole network will break down, the whole network will not work. accordingly. As you can see here that there is no central computer connected to here, they are peer to peer, they all are having same responsibility and same task. Now third one is your bus topology. Bus topology, the server, client and shared resources are all directly connected to a single common channel, that is your bus. All kind of devices, whether it is your server, it's your client or resources which you are sharing in the network, that all are connected with a single common channel, that is called your bus. If any one computer, that may be your server, client or resource, if it stop working, then the whole network will not break down, it will be in your working. And last one is your mesh topology. Mesh topology means mix up of all kind of topology. All the nodes are interconnected, allowing each node to have a direct connection with all other node in the network. How many nodes are in network? They all are connected with each other directly, not indirectly. If there are total 5 node in a network, then node number 1 will be connected to node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4, node 5. If node 2, then it will connected to node 1, node 3, node 4 and node 5.